Hey everybody, it's Brian coming to you with a bonus episode. We snuck this one in between our regularly scheduled programming. And I will tell you right now that if you were here for a regular episode of me just having a chat with somebody, that's not what today's episode is, okay? I'm here to talk to you about a new program that Feel Good MSP is releasing. If you have no interest in learning about that, no problem at all. Just go ahead and skip this one. We will be back next week with our regularly scheduled episode. But if you do want to hear about the new thing my company is doing, I'd love to tell you, and I promise I'll keep it brief. All right, so you actually might not even know that much about what I do outside of this podcast, but I run a company called Feel Good MSP. We are a sales training company designed exclusively for, you guessed it, accountants. Nope, MSPs. All we do is help MSPs with strategy, training, and accountability to help them generate new clients. Now, we have a core membership we've had for some time, which is called the MSP Accelerator. If you've ever booked a meeting with me before or sales assessment, talked about how you can join our program, it was always going to be about the accelerator up until this point. The accelerator is designed really for the seven-figure, usually about $1 million up to about $9 million in revenue, seven-figure MSP with a leader and at least one other sales contributor to spend a meaningful amount of time and money investing into building sales infrastructure and getting a new client a month. That's what we do. That's what we've always done, and it's something that we will continue to do. However, we finally, after years and years of not only development, but frankly, of the community really begging for more options, we finally have developed a new program. This program is specifically designed for the six-figure MSP. You've got the solopreneur who's just getting things rocking and rolling. You might have a small team who's super lean. You're still profitable, 2 or 3 of you. Maybe you have an early sales contributor who doesn't really have any chops yet. You don't really know how to train that person yet, but you're not ready to spend 5 to 7 hours a week with me on coaching calls for the next 12 months. We've got a program for you. And it is called, drumroll please, MSP Foundations. Now, as I said, MSP Foundations was designed specifically for the six-figure MSP, and let me tell you what I mean by that. This was designed to be more affordable, more flexible, and self-paced. Because what we found is that the smaller MSPs typically get pulled away from projects or onboardings or major client demands, and it's harder for them to stay on a regimented schedule if they were in a cohort with, say, a $10 million MSP with 6 sales reps and their only job is to make calls and come to these coaching calls. It doesn't always work for them to mesh together into a community. So here's how we've solved for those problems. This is what comes in the Foundations program. Number 1, you're going to get our most highly concentrated and effective sales training videos that we've been producing for the last 4 going on 5 years. And we've curated that down into an action plan for you to learn how to sell managed services and how to go book more meetings in literally 20 minutes a day or less. On top of that, we've now partnered with an amazing CRM company, Context Science, to give you a custom designed, low learning curve CRM to make it as easy as possible for you to start using it right away. They've pulled all the fluff and nonsense out of CRMs. Most CRMs barely work anyway, and they just keep packing more and more features into them. We are really excited about this partnership because it's simple, it's straight and to the point, and it's meaningful to help you track all of your outbound efforts. And we've preloaded in templates for our outbound that we have found to be most effective after literally tens of thousands of outreaches. The email templates, the LinkedIn templates, the call scripts, the in-person visit scripts that we have found to be the most effective. We've preloaded all of those formulas directly into the CRM for you so that you can tailor make it a little bit into your voicing, and you've got something you could start with within days. Number 3, directly in the learning management system, we have developed some custom AI support. Hear me out. This isn't just another co-pilot that's going to spit out a bunch of slop for you. We have been training AI agents on hundreds of hours of coaching calls led by me. And then we've been narrowing that down to the most impactful, most universal things. And then we've literally got dozens of hours, almost 50 hours of training calls of me building ideal customer profiles with MSPs on screen, talking through all the details. And we're launching with an ICP building agent. It's designed to tease out of you, using a very simple conversational interview, the most impactful conversations and moments from your experience talking to companies. And it's going to give you a curated ideal customer profile. What that means is we've lowered the amount of effort and energy and time that it takes to get an ICP. In the accelerator program, it's taken up till now an average of about 5 to 7 weeks. It now can take you 15 to 20 minutes. And we're seeing 90+% identical results in that short time frame because of the amount of work we've been putting into this tool set. And we want to give that to you so that in no time at all, you can have meaningful, nuanced, impactful, completely unique marketing messaging. Rather than going and paying an agency hundreds of dollars a month for content that you're just going to rewrite using ChatGPT anyway, why don't you bake that directly into the sales training system and get your own totally unique content that no one could ever recreate because it's trained uniquely on your brand, your voice, and all the worksheets that you've completed in the platform. All of this is designed for the MSP who has to fit marketing around your regular busy schedule, has to figure out how to work sales while also still closing working projects, training techs, covering sick days, filing your taxes, all the stuff you already have to do, but sales still has to be a number one priority for you. This is who I made it for. And really, I made it for the MSP who's given their last dollar to the shifty BS done for you, quote unquote, agencies who are going to take your money and just thrash your reputation. Okay. This is for the small MSP who wants to take control of your sales and take it into your own hands. The best part is the whole thing is only a few $100s a month. You make a minimum commitment of 3 months, and from there you can stop at any time. Because we believe it takes at least 90 days to build a meaningful sales engine to where you're going to be really consistent and you're going to have long-term results. But at that point, we're singing for our supper. We're releasing new AI agents every quarter, new trainings all the time, always working on new features in community development. If it's not meaningfully creating results for you, you can get out at any time. Now, I could make an impassioned sales pitch to you about how you're probably spending hundreds of dollars right now on content you don't even use. But you don't need me to do that, okay? If you're listening to this and you're the person I built it for, you already know. If you're not moved by this, if you don't need what I just said, don't buy it, okay? Just keep listening to the podcast. It's okay. You and I can still be friends. But I want you to know that I've been putting years and years of thought into how do we make something that's actually going to yield results, not just something I can sell for a low price, but something that's worth way more than it costs, that can be really meaningfully delivered at scale to the six-figure MSP market. And that's why I'm really, really, with fear and trembling, excited to finally announce to you MSP Foundations. So there's going to be a link around this episode in the show notes or something where you can learn more. You can research a little bit about the program. Right when this comes out, the first 30 members are going to have early access discount for life. It's going to bring your price down to an insanely low amount of money. There's no way I'm going to make any money on the first 30 people. But if you're listening to this in a year or something like that, I guarantee you we are still meaningfully delivering results at a very affordable price to help you get some good customers. Okay. Hope that was worth it, guys. Look, keep coming back to the podcast. I'm not going to make a habit of giving these big announcements, but look, this has just been so long in the making, and it's such an existential shift for Feel Good MSP. We went from having 1 SKU to 2, and that's because we are ultimately committed to serving the community and the community that's coming to us at the podcast. So I appreciate you all. Thank you for sitting through this and listening, and I hope to see you in the community.